Good morning, everybody. As you can see, the coronavirus beard is coming along. We'll see what happens with it. It's itchy, but hey, we live on. Trust you're doing all right, though, and coping with the many different stresses that are along. Looks like we're a ways away yet, though, from being able to be out there and be free in our city. I took a drive around the city the other day, and man, it is quiet, especially driving down Fifth Avenue, and there was nobody there. First time I've been able to go straight down the Green Wave downtown without a stop. Craziness in our city, isn't it? But we are coming down to this course in social research. And where you are at now is in the qualitative research part of it. The second piece of qualitative research after your ethnography, which is really your site research, is coding. What we mean by coding is you have to find out what are the main things that the data has shown you over those 40-minute observations. And the process you use is there's three types of things you're going to look for. After you have all your field notes together and you've been reading it several times, you're going to look for codes, themes, or trends. For your final paper, I'm going to look for at least three of these. Either a code, a theme, and a trend, or two codes, one theme, or three trends. But let me explain to you these three things. A code is a word that you see repeated in your field notes. And what you would do is you would go look throughout your jot notes, well, not even jot notes, really your home notes and your field notes, and circle if you see the same word. So for instance, if you see the word family, family, family all the way throughout your field notes, that's a code because it means it's a repeated word that you've used in several of your observations. So there must be something in your paper around family. What you would look at is then take all those sections that have family, cut and paste them into another document, and then see what does your paper say about family. Or another code might be streetlight, 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 or stop, go, motions of traffic. So you would then take those pieces, circle them, or cut and paste them, whatever you might do, into another document, and you would look at what does this paper say about traffic, about street lights and how people react to traffic, and so on and so forth. So a code is a word that's repeated several times throughout all your field notes that tells you something is going on. Second is a theme. A theme isn't necessarily a word, it's a topic. So you might not have a direct word, family, but you might have a theme about family, such as we ate together at a certain time of the day, or we got into the car and drove together, or we went on a walk in the park. Now, of course, during the coronavirus, you're not going to go for a walk in the park, but certainly if your data is going to be about surviving in social isolation, you very much might have a family theme about what you've been doing as a family to get through coronavirus. So you would take those sentences or even a paragraph or what we call a vignette. A vignette is an actual little mini story. You cut and paste them into a separate document, and then you have a theme of family. Or on traffic, you were looking out the window and you noticed they drove through the traffic light, or there was no traffic. There were 3 vans and 4 parked cars. All the traffic was bicycles. All of these are themes. Cut and paste them into a separate document. Now you have a thing on traffic. So you have a theme, a topic in a paragraph or in a few sentences. A trend is a repeated behavior, something that happens regularly on your watch. So for example, with family, we argued. We talked to each other back in not so nice ways. I I don't know, we told jokes together, or we told family stories. What's the trend? They're very different little kind of vignettes, but the trend is the family communicates. Or you're looking out the window again at the traffic, and you might see there was a truck going through the traffic light. 3 trucks were parked by the store across the street. I heard the noise of trucks at night. What's the trend? Trucks. There's trucks in the traffic. And you notice them more during coronavirus than another time. Why? Because a truck is a trend. So you have here codes, themes, and trends. So you've gone into your field notes and you've looked for these types of things. Now, what do you do to produce your final qualitative? What you do is you separate the code of, say, family, and then you would put them all together and write what we call a novella. A novella is a short little story that weaves together all those pieces. You don't just copy your notes, you copy those pieces and then you weave them with grammar and writing to turn them into a mini story. So you would have a code on family communication. You would have a code on trucks. You would have a code on something else that's a mini novella story. And that becomes a narrative about your space. At the end of the day, your qualitative will have produced probably 15 to 20 pages of field notes and jot notes and all this other work, and distill it down to maybe 5 pages, double spaced, in a narrative about your neighborhood. So we have then the output of qualitative. It's a lot of work, it really is, but a well-written narrative is really interesting because it comes from your research. So that's where you're going to output your qualitative. This narrative that you put, you simply then will cut and paste it and then drop it into your final paper. That's what we're looking for. So your next task is, after you've done your research on your 440 and you've created your field notes out of your jot notes, is to assemble and code all of this using keywords, codes, using themes, and trends. That's where we're at. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great day, everybody.